Then, now, forever, together.
Welcome to Lexington, Kentucky, and welcome to Friday Night SmackDown, where we are ready to not only showcase some of the newest stars here on SmackDown, but also ready to get our tag team tournament underway in order to find our number one contender for the SmackDown tag titles. And to begin, we are doing exactly that as Rey Mysterio teaming up yet again with Rey Fenix. They have been working very well. They've been able to beat Los Garzas, DIY, and now they have gone ahead and inserted themselves within this tournament to see if they can become the number one contenders. As first off, it is Rey Mysterio, accompanied by Zelina Vega. As Rey Mysterio, Rey Fenix teaming up once more. I honestly think they work phenomenal. And if they were to become an official tag team, where, you know, they got their own music, they coming out together, that could be dangerous. And that is going to strengthen the SmackDown tag team division that much more. But for now, it's still a bit of a not official, kind of official tag team where they have their matches. They're working together as, for example, this tournament, they're working their way to see if they can become the number one contender. But they also are still very focused on their singles action. But I don't know, maybe if they do good in this tournament, that pushes them to really unite and just solidify and confirm this as an official tag team. We'll have to see as we begin this tournament in order to find the number one contender for the tag team champions, Montez Ford and Angel something. Forgot his name, but the Street Profits. And well, we started this same tournament, but for the New Day's titles up in Raw, announced a lot of new superstars, both in Raw and also NXT, and we're going to do the same here as the opponents of Rey Mysterio and Rey Fenix coming out. It is the Motor City Machine Guns, a very good tag team, former champions, and this is going to be a very big test for Rey Mysterio and Rey Fenix in order to see if this little tag team between the two is really going to work out, or if it's just been, you know, a bit of luck being able to beat Los Garzas and DIY. We'll have to see as this first match of the night, as both teams looking to move on to the next round of this number one contenders tag team tournament. We'll have to see who gets the first victory here tonight. Will it be the Motor City Machine Guns, former champions, looking to become number one contenders and potentially earn yet another title reign with the SmackDown titles, or will it be this semi-professional, to say, tag team of Rey Mysterio and Rey Fenix, who look to continue to tear down more solidified tag teams? We'll have to see as we get this match underway. And very quickly, it is Chris Sabin who has taken control of this match as he is looking to get a big punch onto Rey Mysterio. And now Chris Sabin just staring down his opponent in Rey Mysterio. A big elbow drop, and a tag is made onto Alex Shelley, who is now the legal superstar, looking to get some control onto Rey Mysterio. Is countered, and now Rey Mysterio with some big kicks onto Alex Shelley, who is now able to counter, now returning some fire back onto Rey Mysterio with some big hits. And now just using that knee in order to suffocate Rey Mysterio. As now Alex Shelley with a huge double axe handle onto Rey Mysterio's looking for the pinfall. Can he get the victory? 1, 2. No, only one. Alex Shelley doing some big damage on Rey Mysterio. However, Rey's still able to kick out just before the count of 2. As Alex Shelley now climbing the top ropes, waiting for Rey to drop in a Hurricane Rana to send Rey Mysterio flying as he rolls outside the ring in order to kind of catch his breath in a quick drop by Alex Shelley, who is looking for the pinfall yet again. Can he pull this off? 1. And a kick out at 1 from Rey Mysterio, who desperately needs the tag to Rey Fenix, because as much as he's on the attack right now, he has taken a lot of damage and he needs time to recover and regenerate. As there it is, the tag has been made to Rey Fenix. These two guys looking to work together with a huge double, quadruple flying kick onto Alex Shelley. As now it is Rey Fenix who is the legal superstar. Alex Shelley able to counter now. Look at this, showing the luchador some of his lucha libre action. As now Chris Sabin is tagged in, and now laying some big kicks, some big stomps onto Rey Fenix. And look at Rey Mysterio, a little bit of a cheap shot, which now Chris Sabin is not going to let that slide, as he is looking for the DDT straight onto the apron, and absolutely stunning Rey Mysterio. Rey Fenix awaits him, but Chris is ready with some big punches, some big jabs onto Rey Fenix. And now looking to finish this match nice and quickly with a big powerbomb pinfall. 1. And very quickly Rey Fenix able to kick out. Now countering Chris as Rey Fenix looks to get on the attack. A big face to the knee. And now flying with a big splash onto the body of Chris Sabin. As now Rey Fenix looking for a big kick. He gets it done. Big punches. And now knee to the stomach. Knee to the stomach once more. And just like that, the tides have turned. Christo able to make the tag onto Alex Shelley, who now drops Rey Fenix. Very fast-paced action between these two tag teams, giving us a phenomenal first match here on Friday Night SmackDown. Do not forget, Rey Fenix attacking both superstars. A bit of a 2v1, which now allows Alex Shelley to start dealing big damage onto Rey Fenix, as he's now looking for the pinfall. Can he win the match? Kick out before 1. As I was saying, though, this is only the beginning of tonight. We are still going to see some new superstars. We are still going to see new faces here and more matches in order to see who moves on to the next rounds of the #1 Contenders Tag Team Tournament. As we continue this match, it is Rey Fenix who is on the attack, now countered. Rey Fenix, though, able to get up quickly. Now a big punch. A huge Superman punch onto Alex Shelley, now looking for the pinfall. But Chris Sabin is there, quickly breaking that pinfall. Rey Fenix now laying some big damage. And just when things were looking to be in favor of the Motor City Machine Guns, they now seem to be in favor of Rey Fenix and Rey Mysterio. As Alex Shelley now, a spear from Rey Fenix, something we do not see too often. 1, 2, 3, and with a huge spear from a luchador, something we do not see every day. Rey Fenix, Rey Mysterio move on to the next round of this #1 Contenders for the tag team titles. Rey Fenix, Rey Mysterio able to beat the Motor City Machine Guns as they move on to the next round. Congratulations to both. We'll see who they face off in the next round. Now, as exciting as a tag team action is, especially here in SmackDown, where we have such a stacked division, you know what's more exciting? New faces. And while we already saw this man make his debut at Clash at the Castle, helping out El Legado del Fantasma face off against Team Rey Fenix, now it is official. The contract has been signed, and Drago is officially a member of SmackDown. Drago looking to make his SmackDown debut and looking to start off hot as he is looking to get the victory. Drago is here and officially not only part of the WWE, but part of the SmackDown roster. We saw some of his action. We saw a little bit of what he has to offer at Clash at the Castle. However, he did eat the pin as well. So, mixed bag there from Drago. While he had his good moments, he ended up taking the loss. We have not seen him with El Legado del Fantasma since. But a lot of people were saying, including myself, it wasn't that he aligns his values and his vision, his perspective with Santos Escobar or El Legado del Fantasma. Rather, this is just an opportunity for him to break into the WWE. And well, if that's the case, it seems to have worked, because here it is. Drago is officially a WWE superstar and officially here on SmackDown. Now his opponent, a very interesting man, another new face here on SmackDown. And while he is new on SmackDown, he is very known. He is hated by a lot, loved by a lot others. It is all ego. Ethan Page, who has made the jump from the NXT roster on to the main roster, and he has signed here with Friday Night SmackDown. And all ego Ethan Page is now officially part of the SmackDown roster. And in his debut match, he has to take on a quite difficult opponent in Drago. But all ego Ethan Page is not too light of an opponent either. This guy is very talented, obviously has a big ego, and is looking to get a victory here on his SmackDown debut, on his main roster debut. His opponent, Drago, the man who we saw at Clash at the Castle, now looking to not only debut here on SmackDown, but also redeem himself after that loss at Clash at the Castle. Who's going to get the victory here tonight? Will it be the man coming from AAA Wrestling, Drago? Or will it be the man who has just made the jump from NXT onto the main roster? All ego Ethan Page as we get this match started. Both men with lots of motivation, with lots of determination to win this match, as we are starting off with a very quick back and forth. And it is Drago who, with a big punch and now with a DDT, is taking control of this quickly, looking for the pinfall. One. Kick out of one from Ethan Page, who is looking not too good so far, but the match just got started, so a little early before we are able to judge. Ethan Page able to get up, and now, Drago's still able to move out of the way of Ethan Page's attack. Another DDT onto Ethan Page. And at the moment, Drago is just way too fast for Ethan Page. He is just moving like a lightning bolt this time, though. Ethan Page able to move out of the way, which allows him to start getting on the attack with the reverse DDT onto Drago. Ethan Page now attacking the leg of Drago, now looking to deal some huge damage onto the face of Drago. Ethan Page has slowed down the momentum and the tempo of this match according to how he likes it. He makes a big jump, a big leap, big risk, and no reward as Drago was able to move out of the way. And now it is Drago who is on the attack as he grabs Ethan Page, sends him back into the ring. And Drago now looking to climb the top ropes, looking to make a splash. And both men miss. Ethan Page punches the turnbuckle. Drago splashing straight onto the mat. Both superstars missing, but this match continues as at the moment Drago is still in control, picking up Ethan Page onto his shoulders and slamming him down. Ethan Page, I've said it, has just been too slow. Drago has been too fast. Now looking to make a big splash onto Ethan Page, looking for the pinfall. 1, 2. But a kick out of 2 from Ethan Page, who needs to wake up and realize that his debut here on SmackDown has It has begun. It is now. I'm not sure if it's ever happened in a case where someone from NXT moves up to the main roster and then gets sent back down. But if Ethan Page does not perform well enough, he may be the first one to do so. I have to check my facts. Not sure if it's happened before. But if it hasn't, Ethan Page could be first if he does not lock in as he is sent onto the ropes. Able to counter, though. That's exactly what we want to see. We need to see quickness. Ethan Page looking for the pinfall. 1, 2. But a kick out of 2 from Drago, who does not want to get pinned yet again. He made his WWE debut. Lost. But, I mean, it was a good team. You had the likes of Dragon Lee and Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio, Rey Fenix, and Cruz del Toro. I mean, some greats. So it was difficult to win that match, especially those people being your opponents. This time, though, Dragon Lee is trying to switch the story. He's trying to be the one to get the victory. As he's looking to climb the top ropes, Ethan Page moves out of the way, though, making Drago come back down. But now Drago with a big kick. He drops down as he took some damage there, too. But it was definitely Ethan Page who got the bigger impact. Maybe not, as he is the first one to get up. Now looking to pick up Drago. No, as Drago is able to counter now a big kick onto Ethan Page, and Drago is charging up his finisher, looking to get the victory here tonight. Can he get it done? 1, 2, 3, and just like that, Drago on his SmackDown debut has been able to beat all ego Ethan Page. And not the best of looks for Ethan Page, but Drago, on the other hand, looking a lot better, especially compared to Clash at the Castle. Congratulations to Drago on your first victory. 2 new debuts here on SmackDown. But things are moving quickly as we are now back into some tag team action. As a team who I thought were done being a tag team, they tried it once, lost to the Motor City Machine Guns, and after that, they kept losing to Aleister Black. So I guess they're back as a tag team and have inserted themselves inside of this tournament. We have Melo The Miz and his students, I guess, Carmelo Hayes. I mean, both of these gentlemen have struggled to say, especially ever since Aleister Black returned. He attacked The Miz, he beat The Miz, he beat Carmelo, he beat Carmelo and The Miz at the same time. It wasn't a very good luck. At the same time, they also took an L to the Motor City Machine Guns. Lots of losing for Carmelo Hayes and The Miz. And recently, we also learned that Aleister Black returned with one mission, that is to clear space for newer guys like Carmelo Hayes, like your Trick Williams, just to name a couple, especially those guys, you know, they have their past history. But anyhow, Aleister Black wants to clear the locker room of these older people who are just taking up space on the roster. Aleister Black looking to give them that push to let them know, hey, you did your job, but you overstayed your welcome. You're allowed to leave now. Why? Is he trying to get rid of the old people? Not too sure. Maybe his plan is just to bring the youth together and, bring some new potential here to the WWE. Maybe he's trying to open up opportunities for himself. But according to him, he's just trying to get rid of the likes of The Miz, R-Truth, and Carlito. Those are the people that he named. But anyhow, enough talk about Aleister Black as this match has begun. And it is Tommaso Ciampa just laying down some huge damage onto Carmelo Hayes inside of the ring. And then Johnny Gargano outside of the ring attacking The Miz. I mean, it's a bold strategy, but we've seen it work before, right? It's a 1v1 inside of the ring, and then you allow the other two to fight in order for no tag to be able to be made. no support to be made, especially when one team is fully able to take advantage and really use pinfall. And Tommaso Ciampa, legs on the ropes. Carmelo Hayes still able to kick out. But as I was saying, especially when one of the tag teams is able to still fully use both of their superstars, that strategy can work, but it can also fail them, as Tommaso Ciampa able to move out of the way of a big splash from Carmelo Hayes, looking for the kick. Big miss and a big drop by Tommaso Ciampa, who ducks Carmelo Hayes yet again. And Tommaso Ciampa continues to lay big damage onto Carmelo Hayes. No, now countered. Carmelo Hayes looking for his own attack. Tommaso Ciampa also able to counter, also able to stop Carmelo Hayes' attack. Nevertheless, though, Carmelo Hayes is not finished as he continues laying big damage on Tommaso Ciampa. He is looking to fly, and he may be able to get it done right here with a big crossbody. No, he is caught by Tommaso Ciampa, now slammed down as Tommaso Ciampa is charging up and looking to finish this match quickly. Misses his initial kick, gets it done the second time, and The Miz, who is stunned on the outside of the ring, not able to do nothing. 1, 2. He was very quick. The Miz moved very fast right there and was able to break the pinfall. Now able to block himself from being attacked by Tommaso Ciampa. Johnny Gargano throwing in a chair. It looked like Tommaso was going to use it. Wasn't able to. Now Carmelo Hayes able to get on the attack as the referee clears the ring. The Miz, now the legal superstar. However, The Miz has taken a good amount of damage from Johnny Gargano. So I'm not sure. I mean, maybe he's not the freshest, but he's fresher, if that makes sense, as Tommaso Ciampa laying big damage onto The Miz. Carmelo Hayes has been stunned by Johnny Gargano, and Tommaso Ciampa looking for the finish. Can he get the match? Can he win? He is not done. He is looking for the finisher. He is looking for one more to put an end to this once and for all. Quick match, but nevertheless, let's get it done. 1, 2, 3, and just like that, another loss to The Miz, as DIY with a beautiful strategy, able to attack both The Miz and Carmelo Hayes, gave him no opportunity, no chance of breathing, and DIY have won the match, and now they are on to the next round of this tournament. And now, before we hop into some more action, look who it is. Dakota Kai is here on SmackDown. She doesn't have a match, but she's got a mic. Let's go ahead and hear her out. Now, all these new superstars are getting the opportunity to showcase themselves. What about Dakota Kai? Well, let me tell you, I spoke to the GM and I have landed myself a title match. So let's announce it. Zelina Vega, watch out, because next week me and you go head to head for your Women's United States Championship. Watch out, Zelina Vega. And look at Dakota Kai, who has just announced a title match for next week against Zelina Vega for the Women's United States Championship. She has not gotten a match this week. That is because she has already earned herself a title match for next week. Gonna be exciting. For now, we continue to focus on this week, and on this next match, we have some more tag team action, as these two boys, these two men, powerhouses, are looking to get the victory and move on to the next round. Will they be able to get it done? Will they be able to become the #1 contenders? As we have Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows looking to take down whoever their opponents may be. And you know, let's be honest. On paper, you look at the SmackDown tag team division, this is definitely not one of the strongest tag teams not the team that you think is going to win. Not the team that you necessarily think is going to be there challenging for the title. But hey, they're huge underdogs, and they may be able to surprise us. So we'll have to see. But before we can make any estimates, any predictions, let's go ahead and see who their opponents are going to be. Let's go ahead and see who they're going to have to face off against. And we spoke about them earlier, both during the Rey Fenix and Rey Mysterio match, as well as a Drago match against Ethan Page. Los Garzas, Angel and Berto are here to take on Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows. They are looking to come into this match and finally get a victory, because a lot like The Miz, they have been losing a lot against the likes of Rey Fenix, Rey Mysterio. Then that's Clash at the Castle in that 8 superstar tag team match. So let's see if they're able to get the victory here tonight. Once again, on paper, they definitely look like the favorites, but we'll have to see how everything goes. We cannot jump to conclusions. Let's not, what's the word? Underestimate anyone, because we do not know what Luke Gallows and Mr. Anderson may be able to pull off. But a very exciting match, as we have a team who's trying to prove themselves to the WWE Universe, to the other tag teams, that they are worthy and they are good enough. On the other hand, we have Berto and Angel, who are looking to get a victory, something they have not done in quite a while, as Carl Anderson now being attacked. Luke Gallows able to defend himself very well there. Berto, though, still continuing his attack. And Alberto, sending Luke Gallows into the ring with some huge strength. And now, look at Carl Anderson just watching, now trying to attack Berto. But Berto, never mind, I thought he was going to be able to run. Maybe he will be able to, as he is able to counter and continue his attack. Berto pulling off a 2v1 and looking good doing it, as Berto continues his attack onto Carl, sending him flying. And look at Angel kind of copying the strats of DIY, as Angel looks to attack Luke Gallows. Berto looked like he was trying to hit Luke Gallows as well, not able to reach. That fool's a freaking tall as hell, sorry. As now, Carl Anderson sent into the corner. Berto looking to climb the top ropes, looking to make a splash, looking to make sudden impact. And now looking for the pinfall. Can he get the victory? 1, 2. And almost gets it done, but Carl able to kick out just before 3. Berto, though, is not done trying. Not yet, as he continues his attack. Luke Gallows sent into the ring. A stunned Luke Gallows, who was taken down by Angel and Berto. Just continuing his attack and doing a very good job of looking super great tonight. Where was this at Clash at the Castle? Not sure. But at least we have it here tonight in a fantastic SmackDown that it's been, as Berto continues attacking onto Carl. Angel has gone on, and I do believe he's trying to attack Luke. Not sure. I think he just dropped Luke. As we look back into the ring, though, Berto has now been countered. And now it is Carl who is laying some big damage onto the left leg of Berto. Now looking to win the match. Can he get it done? 1, 2. But a kick out at 2 from Berto, who will not let himself lose that easily. Carl trying to get the finisher here. Carl may be able to get the victory here. Is he going to be able to pull it off? Will he beat Los Garzas? Why is he not looking for the pinfall? Why? What are you doing? Instead, he readjusted Berto, which now gave enough time for Angel to quickly break the count. Carl Anderson has just sold the clip. He has just thrown away the match by taking so long to pin Berto. And now Berto able to counter. He tags in a very fresh Angel, who is quickly blocked by Luke Gallows. I thought he was going for Carl, but I guess not. Luke Gallows able to block, but it is still Carl who has not been able to attack Luke Gallows, who is still being attacked, and now it looks like Berto has switched his position and is looking to attack Luke Gallows, as Carl, though, able to counter Angel, looking to potentially finish this match. Angel able to counter, and now it is Los Garzas back in the lead, back with the momentum, as Angel is looking to fly. He is looking to make a big splash on the outside of the ring, and he is able to do so. A huge splash onto the body of Carl, who is now, countering and slamming Angel. Angel still able to counter, though. I mean, Carl, for a man who's not been able to tag his partner and has been taking so much damage, is still doing a pretty good job of keeping himself in this match. And Angel flying over the top ropes and landing onto Carl and slamming him back down just as he was getting up. Now it is Carl being sent inside of the ring. Angel looking to fly once again as Berto is attacking Luke Gallows, preventing the tag. And no. Carl has been able to kick out. And now looking for the quick pinfall. He may be able to win the match. Wow, no. A very quick kick out from Angel, who looks to finish this match. A big kick now charging up the finisher. Luke, who is stunned. And now Carl also stunned. And Angel may be able to win the match. Will he be able to pull it off? 1, 2, 3, and a very slow Luke. Not able to stop the pinfall as Los Garzas are able to get the victory finally. Able to win a match after a very long time. And Berto and Angel, now move on to the next round of this #1 contender tag team tournament. Congratulations to both for the victory. We now are going into our next match of the night, and we have some more tag team action, as we have Pretty Deadly, these two men who are also up there. 4 contenders are also up there, always competing for the titles, and are looking to just confirm that #1 contendership. It's gonna be difficult, though, because we've already had the likes of Rey Mysterio and Rey Fenix, of DIY, of Los Garzas, who will be the next tag team to be able to move on to the next round, as Pretty Deadly. Well, as I'm looking at my notes, well, it's going to be a difficult challenge to say. Elton Prince, Kit Wilson, they're going to have to do more than their best in order to win their match, as they look to move on to the next round, but in their way are the scary, creepy, wild Wyatt Six. Hate to spoil it, but when I see that name, I get chills. And I'd rather not speak so loud and so much about them while they're coming out. See, I look at these boys, Pretty Deadly. They're dancing, they're happy, giving me good vibes. On the other hand, their opponents, they're about to come out. They fill me with fear, with goosebumps. It make me poop my pants. It is not good. And let's talk about the White Six, specifically Eric Rowan and Uncle Howdy. Eric Rowan felt like he had no purpose, he had no direction. Another man who felt the same was Shinsuke Nakamura. And Uncle Howdy, being the weird, creepy, twisted man that he is, was able to break these men was able to break Shinsuke Nakamura in a match and then put him back together and put Eric Rowan and Shinsuke Nakamura as a tag team, and they were drafted to Monday Night Raw. So I guess, as creepy as he is, he's a nice guy. He helps Shinsuke and Eric Rowan find direction. And while it's on Monday Night Raw, that does allow the Wyatt Six to potentially grab both tag titles, as over there on Raw, it was the Lost Souls, Eric Rowan and Shinsuke Nakamura, who were able to win their match. So, I mean, that would be some crazy scenes. You have the Wyatt Six having both tag titles. I mean, hey, you never know. I don't want to hate, especially not with them coming down here. I'm personally more of a fan of, like, you know, two different teams holding each title. But, yeah, let's not say that too loud, as the Wyatt Six are coming down. And they are looking to move on to the next round of the SmackDown Tag Team Tournament, as well as on Monday Night Raw, they've already been able to do so. So basically, Shinsuke Nakamura, well, not necessarily part of the Wyatt Six. He still represents them alongside Eric Rowan. But enough talk about Eric Rowan, Shinsuke Nakamura, Uncle Howdy, as we have Dexter Lumis, Joe Gacy taking on Elton Prince and Kit Wilson, who will be the tag team to move on to the next round as we get this match started. We get this match underway very quickly. It is Joe Gacy dealing some big damage onto Elton Prince. Now, big backdrop onto the body of Elton Prince. Joe Gacy attacking Kit Wilson, even though he's not the legal superstar, looking to drop him, and able to do so quite easily. But this allows Elton Prince to do some big damage onto Joe Gacy. Some big strength right there. Now Elton Prince is the superstar on the attack. Countered, though, by Joe Gacy with a big stomp, and out has tagged in Dexter Lumis, who is now the legal superstar. A big leg drop onto the body of Elton Prince, and yet another, looking for the third but not able to complete it, as Elton Prince looks to get on the attack. Is countered and is sent into the corner. Now dropped, and so is Kit Wilson. And this makes it so Elton Prince has no one to tag to at the moment, and he just continues taking damage as Dexter Lumis looking for the pinfall. He may be able to get it done. 1, 2. But a kick out at 2 from Elton Prince, who is not going to be put away that easily. Dexter Lumis, though, continuing his attack onto Elton Prince as he picks him up and sends him into the corner. Sends him right into the turnbuckle. Dexter Lumis now climbing onto the middle turnbuckle. Oh my days, Dexter Lumis makes the splash. Nobody home. Elton Prince moves quick and is able to tag in Kit Wilson, who is now the legal superstar, as Kit Wilson looks to gain some momentum for Pretty Deadly. Not able to do so as as Dexter Lumis able to counter. Now some big punches onto the face of Kit Wilson. Now it is Joe Gacy who has been tagged in and looking to continue this momentum for the Wyatt Six. I wish we had a name for these two specifically, Joe Gacy and Dexter Lumis. We have Eric Rowan and Shinsuke Nakamura, the Lost Souls. Let's give these two a name too. Because saying their name repeatedly is hard, but hold on. Joe Gacy looking for the pinfall. 1, 2. Oh, kick out at 1. Almost got the victory, but not quite. So, help me out in the comments. I'm going to think myself, but, I'm reaching out for help as Joe Gacy now climbing onto the middle rope and making a big elbow drop onto Kit Wilson. Now attacking Elton Prince. Kit Wilson, though, quickly attacking Joe Gacy with some big punches onto his head, onto his face. Joe Gacy gets up slowly, able to counter. Kit Wilson, Elton Prince now getting up as he is no longer stunned on the floor. And I think I may have just jinxed him, because now he is, as Joe Gacy is looking for the submission. Will he be able to make Kit Wilson tap? Will he be able to get it done? Can Kit Wilson escape this? It looked like he may be able to do so. Yes, some big elbows onto the head of Joe Gacy. Give Kit Wilson the opportunity to escape this submission hold. And now Kit Wilson with the reverse DDT, looking for the tag onto Elton Prince. Able to get it done just as Kit Wilson was close to tapping out, but a big kick onto the face of Elton Prince. Now Joe Gacy missing, but on the second time able to attack Kit Wilson. And Elton Prince may be put away here as Joe Gacy looking for the submission hold. Will he be able to get the victory here? Elton Prince has tapped, and the Wyatt Six, Joe Gacy, Dexter Loomis, have won the match, and now they move on to the next round of the tag team #1 contenders tournaments. Congratulations to Uncle Howdy for fixing not only Eric Rowe and Shinsuke Nakamura, but both of his tag teams now into the next round of the tournament. We are now into our co-main event. And look who is here now, part of the SmackDown roster. The beautiful Madness Julia is now here. Not only in the main roster, but here on Friday Night SmackDown. And she is starting off with a big match. Julia, a former NXT Women's Champion, was able to hold her title for 63 days. And well, one of the best superstars in NXT has now made the jump here onto Friday Night SmackDown. The beautiful Madness is looking ready, is ready, because I spoke to her earlier today before we started the show, and I asked her simply how she felt about making the main roster jump and now being here on Friday Night SmackDown. And for those who don't know, English isn't her first language, so she made it nice, short, and simple. She said, "I'm ready. Zelina Vega, watch out." So it looks like Julia is already headed for the Women's United States Championship. A little earlier today, we also heard from Dakota Kai, who just joined SmackDown as well, saying that next week she has a title match already against Zelina Vega, and it looks like Julia wants next right after that. And that is exactly why she's starting off with such a big match, because guess who else was near there and was able to hear her? Chelsea Green heard that conversation, said, if anyone's going to get the United States Championship, it is going to be me. It is coming back into my hands. So she has sent Alba Fire in order to stop Julia from gaining any momentum, from gaining any confidence into trying to gain that title and taking it away from Zelina Vega as we get this match started. So Julia has a big challenge ahead of her, because knowing Chelsea Green, if she's able to get, if Julia's able to get through Alba Fire, guess who's next? Piper Niven, and then Chelsea Green, and then you still have to go out, call out Zelina Vega, and hope she says yes. So Chelsea Green not making this easy for the newest recruits here on the women's roster in SmackDown. Julia may be able to pull off a quick victory though. 1, 2, and almost gets it done. Almost frustration from Julia quite early, because she knows she could have won the match right there very quickly, as she is quickly showing not only Chelsea Green, not only Piper Niven, but Alba Fire why she has made the jump to the main roster and why she's already prepared to face off against Zelina Vega for the title, as Julia with a huge elbow drop, and there it is, Piper Niven quickly getting in the way of the match, being a distraction to Julia. From what I can hear, she's just saying a whole lot of nonsense that I probably cannot repeat. This gives the opportunity, though, for Alba Fire to attack, but no, Julia's still able to counter, doing a very good job of, well, yes, talking some smack back to Piper Niven, still being focused and not allowing herself to be on the defense, as she is able to counter Alba Fire once again. And now Julia is blocked. Alba Fire with a huge attack onto Julia. Now a stomp and another, as now Alba Fire attacking the right arm of Julia. Alba Fire has quickly turned the tables and is now looking like the favorites, as she looks to say, no, Julia quickly shuts me up, as she is able to counter Alba Fire. Now sending her into the corner as Alba Fire drops. And once again, Piper Niven stopping and slowing down Julia's attack, being a distraction. Referee, send her out of here, as now Alba Fire able to send Julia flying thanks to the distraction from Piper Niven. Julia, though, fighting back and able to counter yet again, showing just why she is here in the main roster. This wasn't by accident. This wasn't a fluke. And a quick rope break from Alba Fire. Not sure about that, referee, but anyhow, this wasn't a fluke. This wasn't a mistake. Julia is here for a reason. Chelsea Green trying to trip Julia. I'm telling you, Chelsea Green is not leaving this easy for Alba Fire, but Julia is not gonna be taken down, even if it's a 3v1 in this match, as she continues her attack onto Alba Fire. Now a huge no. Alba Fire able to move out of the way. Nevertheless, it is Julia who is still on the attack and may be able to win the match. Will Julia be able to pull it off? Not yet, as she is looking for the finisher. Can she pull it off? Will she get the victory here tonight in her debut on SmackDown? Let's see it. 1, 2. Oh my days, Alba Fire able to kick out just before 3. Oh my days. How has she done that? And now Chelsea Green, I'm not sure if you guys saw that, she hopped onto the ropes, shook them a little, and this allowed Julia to just not be able to make big impact onto Alba Fire, as we now have some back and forth action. Chelsea Green not only moved the ropes in order to, ruin the balance of Julia, she has also removed the padding off of the turnbuckle. And what a quick, crazy seconds it has been. Julia gives everything she's got to Alba Fire. Alba still able to kick out just before 3. Chelsea Green stops Julia's big splash, removes the padding off the turnbuckle. This is a phenomenal co-main event, as now distracted by Chelsea Green. Alba Fire is able to get a huge attack onto Julia. Referee now fixing the padding. Julia, hold on, she may be able to win now. Even after all the distractions, even after all of that, may be able to pull it off. The referee distracted quickly. 1, 2, 3, and even with all the distractions, not only to herself, but even to the referee, Julia is still able to get the victory against Alba Fire. A great performance from both superstars, do not get me wrong, but when you're 3v1, basically 3v1 in a match, and are able to win, that looks phenomenal for you, and that's exactly how it looks for Julia, as on her debut here in SmackDown, she's able to get the victory. You saw her on Monday Night Raw, but now officially part of SmackDown, and she is looking great. We are now into our main event, and we are going to close it out by introducing two new faces first, making the switch now on to the blue brand and back from injury. We have the man Dragon, Ilya Dragunov, has not only returned to a WWE ring after injury, he is not only back and at 100%, but he is coming back here on Friday Night SmackDown. Now part of the SmackDown roster, Ilya Dragunov is back, and man, am I excited to not only see this man back in action, but also to see him here on SmackDown. We've seen a lot of what he can do, and he was on fire before his injury. Coming back, how will things be for Ilya Dragunov? We'll have to see as his opponent, another new face here in the WWE and here on SmackDown. Well, I'll let him come out before I announce who he is, but another new man with lots of talent. Also coming from AAA Wrestling, looking to shake up the SmackDown roster. Come on. I'm hyping this up, but this man is taking forever to come out. The opponents of Ilya Dragunov here in our main event is Dr. Wagner Jr. He has made the switch from AAA Wrestling. And while we may still see him over there, he is now officially a WWE superstar, officially part of the SmackDown roster. So we will be seeing him a lot more often here on SmackDown rather than AAA. So some exciting superstars coming out here on SmackDown for our main event, Ilya Dragunov and Dr. Wagner Jr. As we are ready to get our main event started. Who's going to go ahead and take the victory here in our main event? Let's go ahead and find out. The fans are ready. Superstars are ready. I'm ready, and so is the referee as he is ready to ring the bell. There it is. The match is underway, and Ilya Dragunov quickly starting off, dropping Dr. Wagner Jr., which I think I'm going to just go with Dr. Wagner, because adding the Jr. at the end is just going to be way too much. But Ilya Dragunov with a big splash onto Dr. Wagner. Now looking for the pinfall. He may be able to get the quick victory too. But a kick out of two. Almost got it done, but not quite. Ilya Dragunov trying to start off hot now that he's returned to the WWE and into a wrestling ring ever since his injury. A lot of people thought he was going to be out for longer, but no. He has taken very well, care of himself. He has done everything in order to heal faster, and it has worked out as I do believe before, he started really just taking care of himself, and the doctors noticed, hold on, pinfall, may be able to get it done. 1, 2, and another kick out of two. As I was saying, he took care of himself quite early, but before the doctor knew that, I think they were saying August or September for his return, but obviously a lot earlier than that, as Dr. Wagner Jr. quickly trying to turn the tables following Ilya Dragunov, but no, he's dropped again. I mean, as great as Dr. Wagner is, when you're facing a superstar who is returning from injury, they are coming with so much hunger, so much motivation, so much determination, just so much energy to win and to, be back on where they left off, that it is almost impossible to get the victory. So it is going to be very hard for Dr. Wagner to get the victory as he is sent into the apron, and Ilya Dragunov now just waiting for Dr. Wagner as the referee's count gets to 8. Well, 7, now 8, and Ilya Dragunov has knocked down Dr. Wagner, who has taken some big damage. He may lose the countout, and there it is on his return in our main event. Ilya Dragunov wins his match by countout. Dr. Wagner Jr. gonna have to do a lot better in his following match, but for now, thank you for tuning in. Ilya Dragunov gets the victory. Back to normal next week.